Marlon Samuels had a bit of a roller coaster ride in the year in terms of his scores in one-day cricket. Batted a while, hour and 20 minutes in the first ODI, but only managed 25 runs from 28 deliveries. Windis can't afford that kind of an innings. If you start like that, you need to make sure that you carry on and catch up. You hope that Shea Hope doesn't have to change the manner in which he's playing his game, feel pressure to try and get on with it a little bit more. My run rate is 5.72 at the moment. Just want to make sure that you don't get too far behind that. Bangladesh fell short of what they wanted and should have got, but remember that there was a blitz from Shakib, a quick fire 60. Will the West Indies have somebody who'll be able to do that for them later on in the innings if they leave it too late?
No ball from Mushroom. He's looking at where he's stepped, and the umpire's going to come and say, well, you did it, and you're good for every hit. Bowls within himself does Mushroom. Not often we see him overstepping. It's touch and go, but the line belongs to the umpire. Eagle eyes of Masud Rahman detecting that. Wow. The free hit coming up now, maybe that might spoil the over because it's both well so far. Just a single and the 3 dots prior to that no ball. Slow it, really slow it down. Short. Set up to be hit. Hit away. For the maximum. Not the right ball to bowl on a free hit, and he's paid the price for it.
Marlon Samuels sits back a lot at the beginning of his innings. That's why it was so easy for him to put that away. He's got the right ball to be bowling now. At 6. Nice way to open your account as a batter.
You'll be grateful for that. Sorry, those butterflies in your stomach. And he completes the over at 78 for 2.
এবারে নির্বাচনে কাকে ভোট দিবে?
কাকে ভোট দেব? আসেন। আসেন।
এবারে নির্বাচনে কাকে ভোট দিচ্ছেন?
কাকে ভোট দেব? আসেন। আমরা বাংলার ভাই, আমরা সাহসী, আমরা ভোট দেব শান্তিপূর্ণভাবে, শান্তিপ্রিয় প্রার্থীকে।
Much better, the dots percentage in comparison to what they achieved in the first ODI. The Windis reflects on the run rate also at the moment, 4.4, 4.33. Whips that away despite it being at an awkward height. Goes for a single. Oops, there. Strike the bat to distract one of the players, and the throw came in. Or hit the stumps. You can find out. This is what happened. No, Spain's gone, and almost took Alimdar with it. Could have hit any of those 3.
Looks like it took a bit of Rubal's shit with him with it as well. Quick single. good cricket. So important to make sure that when those boundary opportunities aren't there, push the ball around and take those singles. Man was up in the circle at mid-on. Arnold Samuel made it off the back foot, but still managing to get that single. There's the boundary count so far in the innings. 3 more sixes. Not often at this stage of the innings that sixes and fours.
Rubel Hussain pretty content with that back of line delivery. It's only when he tries to bowl the real short pitched ones on docile tracks like that when he gets punished. And it doesn't have that surprise element. The batsman can expect him to bowl short, or maybe back of a leg. Does not really utilize the Yorker leg much too often. Has paid dividends for him in the past. There you go once again. That's very predictable at times.
It's a delivery that falls well, and as you say, sometimes just over bowls it. Well, the saying doesn't quite pick the right times to use that delivery.
More of the same from Rubel Hussain, and this one has been given as one over the shoulder by Aleem Dar. Gotta be careful with the next one. It might go for a no ball, call it no ball the next one time around.
Well, that's the thing. Normally, you would want to close off your over with the short ball. He's been given one for the over already, which means he's more than likely going to pitch the ball up. Otherwise, he runs the risk being called wide.
Well, pitches it up, and the batsman scampered through for a single to finish that over. It's 82 for 2, and it's also time for a intensity.
বাবা পেট ব্যথা
আবার অসুখে পড়ে গেল
ডক্টরের কাছ থেকে শোনো বারবার অসুখের কারণ স্ট্রং জীবাণু হাত থেকে মুখে তারপর পেট ব্যথা এজন্যই লাইফ বয় স্ট্রং উইথ অ্যাক্টিভ সুগার যা দেয় 100% শক্তিশালী সুরক্ষা
So the Windis is chasing that score of 255 for 7 set by Bangladesh and moved on nicely to 82 for 2. Emraj was the first to go, and that's how he went to the bowling of Mehdi Hassan Miraj. That's the first wicket to go. Just going forward and not too much of a difficult decision for the umpire to get, which was aiming for the middle and leg stump. The leg stump actually hitting. That was the first pitch. And then suddenly out of the blue against the run of play, Rubel Hussain made one comment from outside the line of the leg stump, but checked back in. The cutter, the off cutter, getting to hit the leg stump. It's been decent work from the Bangladeshi bowlers, except for Mustafizur, surprisingly going for 12 minutes, 2 overs. Shakib Al Hasan bowled 4, but the wicket takers Viraj and Rubel Hussain so far. There's just coming off for drinks interval, and that's the time that the batsmen in particular have got to get their focus back. During the drinks interval, we saw the little cars with the Hassan sacks behind them being drawn across over the outfield here. But like day for yesterday, we haven't seen much evidence of dew, have we? You know.
No, we haven't. We haven't, Shamim. They're just having a chat with the grounds creator, the Damini, telling me that before the start play, they go out there and they use the anti-dew spray, which, if there is any dew on the grass, makes droplets run down into the soil. So, doing as much as they can to make sure conditions are ideal for the cricket. Obviously, what it won't do is sort out in terms of the playing surface, the greasiness that you'll still get out there. So if you were listening to the toss today, West Indies captain Rodman Powell spoke about he felt the ball came onto the bat better in the evening because of that white film of grease on top of the surface.
We'll be hoping it does that as we progress into the evening and make batting a little simpler for them. Have a look at this in the morning before start of play. That's the anti-dew spray that you're talking about. Evenly spread out. So one of the innovations that has been brought into modern day cricket to ensure that there's a level playing field for both sides during the day and in the evening. Has brought back his control, struggling in the initial stage of his spell, but after that ball on the wicket, you can see the deliberate effort to maintain his line and length. This is a comparison of the release points of Mortuza and Rubel Hussain. Rubel Hussain slightly shorter than Mashrafi Mortuza, but let's surprise that Rubel, who has got more round armish kind of action, times seems to have just got it straighter, more perpendicular to a point of release. Well, that's been very interesting. He's known to be more round armish. I'd have thought that those two clusters would be slightly more further away from each other.
They've been pretty consistent in where they've released their deliveries from. So those yellow ones pulsating, Rubel Hussain. The red ones to the right of that, Mashrafi Mortaza. So delivering from a bit wider from the crease. I thought Mashrafi would have varied a lot more from wider the crease to closer to the stumps, possibly as the innings goes on. That will be the case.
Mashrafi is doing at the moment is really making the batsman work for the runs, because he's not affording them any pace at all. Last ball was 118 kilometers per hour. He's telling the batsman, if you want runs, quick runs, you manufacture your shots. I'm not going to allow you with my pace to use the angles and the pace of my ball to facilitate your shots. So that's an area that the batsmen have to assess and act accordingly. There you see another slowish delivery. Ends the over. It's 84-40.
ইন্টারনেটে নাই অপরাধ না
আচ্ছা তোমার জন্য মিনিট ইন্টারনেট সব
এখন মিনিট কিনলে ইন্টারনেট ফ্রি
বেশি চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলাদেশ দিচ্ছে 43 টাকা 75 মিনিটের সাথে ইন্টারনেট এবং SMS ফ্রি।
In the field recovered, but restricted him to just the single.
Possibly could have been on the front foot. Very awkward, as you say, because it didn't bounce that high, but he played the ball with both his feet off the ground. There you have it. Managed to open the face, maneuver the ball into the gap, get a single. He's been one who's done well in these conditions. ODI's Shayhope.
Colin Samuels has just not looked to be his real self. Somehow he's struggling, even his facial expressions, you can see he's not quite happy with the way the ball's coming onto the bat, having a little bit of words with his partner, and that's good. When you're not feeling sure for yourself, you need to talk to your partner, go across. Current run rate 4.18, and the required rate slowly climbing. Oh, that reared up off just back of length. Discomforting, but results in a single.
Rubel's definitely not pitching the ball up much. Marlon Samuels, last ball of the last over, another uncomfortable back of length delivery. Gone a little bit straighter, plays it well in the end. Single into that square leg vacant area. Just around the umpire.
Gone for it. And it's going to go to the boundary. Just the shortness in the delivery. This time it stood up to me and it was punished.
Good shot. They seen a slow ball early. Went on it up in the circle. I don't know how intelligent that is. If you're going to bowl off-spin slow ball and have that man up, especially to Shayhope. He's on 47. He's looked good and hasn't been afraid to play his shot back over the bowler's head.
This time half a stop at point, but that he gets a single. You've also got to see who your opposition is. You're having comfort in the comfort zone as a bowler with Marlon Samuels, but once Shayhope comes on, it's going to be a different kettle of fish. And even when you're bowling outside the lineup, it'll try and cut you through the backward point area. Good work from Shayhope, taking the attack back to the Bangladeshis. Right behind that, completes over number 21. It's 91 for 2.
This winners are like this winner to our business. Now the Lord is alive. ये वाला सुधर गया था हम लोग ऊपर से तो लेके जाते हैं तुम
Crucial period in the game for both teams. They should be looking for wickets. Got the breakthrough wickets of Darren Bravo after a good partnership was developing. Partnership of 65 between Bravo and Shayhope. Samuels and Shayhope will need to continue good form with the bat. On the other hand, Ali Khan, Bangladesh would be looking for wickets. If they can get more wickets in this power play too, there's a lot more pressure on the Windis to get this target score. Yeah, even if you're chasing the total that Bangladesh have put in, you still want to get a new partnership We mentioned about the second wicket partnership of 65. Now this partnership also looking that they're willing to go on from here on 22 of 29. So Bangladesh would be just feeling that how to make that inroad, how to break this partnership, and once again put them at a bit of a pressure. But I still feel it's very good batting pitch. Managed to pick up a few sixes to their names, 2 big ones to Shay Hope, and Simon's also picking up a big 6. 3 boundaries also for Shay Hope. Once again, Hope is the hope for Windis, 48 unbeaten after 61. So they would want him to go on and get, if possible, get 4 to a 3 bigger mark. So very crucial for Windis because they know they're already 1 down in the series and they need to win this to stay alive. We've been harping on the dot balls. Around 76 dot deliveries in innings so far for the Windies. We just reflect on what transpired in that first game. In the first power play, they had conceded 43. The second power play, 109. So already a lot better in terms of rotating the strike and their strike rate overall as a team. Samuels is a real concern at the start of his innings. He's already faced 22 deliveries, only 10 runs. He can put some pressure, unwanted pressure, you could say, on Shay Hope, who's looked very fluent. Yeah, his role at the moment, as far as Windis is concerned, is to give the strike back to the one who is looking very good with the bat. Try to steal a single. Again, another dot delivery. 22 overs gone, 92 for 2.
ইন্টারনেটে নাই অপরাধ না
তোমার জন্য মিনিট
এখন মিনিট কিনলে ইন্টারনেট
এশিয়া চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলাদেশ দিচ্ছে 43 থেকে 75 মিনিটের সাথে ইন্টারনেট এবং এসএমএস
Yes, the Windis supporters looking on, they would feel a lot happier with what they've seen so far in this match. Windis bowling, looking more penetrative. First half of this game, 3 wickets to Shane Thomas. Vitrabeshu also looked really good with the ball. It's an opportunity for them to back that up with the bat. Bangladesh bowlers being put under pressure a bit with the ball. And what we've seen from some of the better teams in world cricket is their ability to score. That's around 7 runs on average throughout the 50 overs in one-day cricket. Bangladesh would have scored at just 5.1 at the moment, with these 4.1. So behind that required rate. Yeah, they need to be extra watchful against Shakib Al Hasan. 11 runs in the 4 overs that he has bowled so far. He's back in the second spell. And you make a very good point, pointing out that good teams, especially in this moment, want to carry on to score as many as possible. Even 8 wickets in hand and 4 ahead on still under 600 and over. Windis will still stand themselves up to change their target. The problem is that if they lose wickets by virtue of those drop deliveries that you just mentioned, might just create a bit of a pressure on someone like Shay Hope, who's batting quite nicely here. And that's the problem, because there were few dot deliveries in the previous over, and now he's playing 3 on the trot straight away. So the pressure will creep up. Exactly how he deals with it will be important. Really look for that big release shot. He's got a bat according to his natural instinct. The very fluent in this innings so far. Cheho run shy of a half century. Not a dot. Yeah, I talk about the good teams. Recently, the Windis would have been in India. India, 3 out of the 5 occasions scoring in excess of 300 runs. I scored that series 377 safely. It's just the approach 50 over cricket definitely has evolved over the years. So no longer the middle period is just about working the ones and twos. It's also still looking for that odd boundary in the over. Shakib not happy at all. It was a bit of a flutter in the middle. Samuel's not coming out of the drags very quickly to take that single. In the end, no damage done. Again, another dot delivery, just 1 run from the over. So this is a good little period here for Bangladesh.